everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Tatu Teshuva, and I am a Jewish convert working through the process. This will be my last video for 2025 because Hanukkah just ended. Things are ramping up for New Year, and I really need to get my butt in gear. So I wanted to make a quick video on some stuff that I've learned so far in my Judaism 101 class and working towards my conversion. This is just a quick list of stuff that I found out for myself, and I'm still learning. And that's something that I definitely want to make sure that is very well articulated. I'm not afraid to say that I don't know everything, and I am falling in love more and more with my shul and with my community. I've learned that this is a hard choice in conversion, but I stick by it every single day. That's my number one. It is not a walk in the park considering what happened to those in Australia as well as what's happening here in the United States. And in all honesty, I still stand by my people. I choose this life because I feel that it is right for me. Tzedakah is my favorite of all of the mitzvahs I've learned so far. So I've always been a person who enjoys doing giving. I used to be a person that during the holidays, I would go to different sermons that were out in the streets of Nevada. And I would literally just go and hand out mittens and hand out food and different things for homeless encampments around the city that I grew up in. And to me, tzedakah is a no-brainer. I still have a little tzedakah box for myself, which my wife and I put in money whenever we feel, charitable, as well as at Shabbos, we figure out what is the best place to provide that tzedakah. And to me, it makes my heart so much warmer, and I really, really enjoy that one. And yeah, I learned that I can use my creativity while standing by the laws of the Torah. Now, there are a lot of things that people are opinionated on, and I respect that 100%. I am a tattoo artist for and foremost, and I can use my creativity in different ways other than tattooing. There was a segment, artist in residence at my shul, that was Paper Midrash. If you don't get a chance to look at them now, I suggest taking a look at them once this video is done, just because they do awesome work. They use comic books, they use different ways of multimedia to tell the stories of the Torah, and to me that is amazing because I have felt inspired to paint, to draw, to do other things that are part of the weekly Parsha. And to me, that's bringing the Torah into your life and trying to learn from ancient ways and ancient rules and trying to make it your own and bring it into your life in the modern day. One of the newer things that I had learned is that going to shul is intimidating, and I finally feel comforted when I go. I usually go for the weekly service of Shabbat, because we normally don't have Saturday morning work, and I'm usually enjoying Shabbat at home. But on Friday nights, I usually do go at 5:45 for the service, and the community has made everything comfortable for me, and knowing the rituals, learning everything from my rabbis, it's been wonderful, and I feel uplifted and comforted knowing that I'm part of a bigger picture. That leads me into my next one, where I stated that community is everything. I remember when I first started, I went to a festival on my own, and not gonna lie, I was very much intimidated, but I was very much welcomed by the community, even though I had zero knowledge other than what I had used Rabbi Google. And honestly, it opened my eyes to show me that community is everything. That we are one of the smallest percentages in this world, and we need to lean on each other, and we need to be with each other, and we need to learn from each other. And to me, that is amazing, because in a world that tries to divide us, we're still trying to be together. We're still trying to understand each other, and we're still trying to, be a community. And to me, that is one of the most amazing things about this journey for myself, is finding a community and finding other people who I can relate with, especially being neurodivergent. It's hard for me. Education. Education is definitely important, and I learned that we are absolutely the people of the book, and we take education extremely seriously. And I find that very interesting, considering that I feel as a society at large, not just us, but others as well, that education is not seen as very important sometimes. And I feel exactly the same way that traditionally education is everything. I feel that it's everything, because the more knowledge means more power to me, and I find that amazing. Holidays are fun, but expressing oneself in the tribe is even more fun. I've learned that there's no right or wrong way to be a Jew. And I learned that you don't have to be perfect in everything, as long as you are following what's correct and not following multiple gods. At least that's what Paper Midrash had told me. Shout out to them. They're amazing. That literally there's more than one way to be a Jewish person, and I really respect that, and I hold that very dear to my heart. And I refuse to let my light go out, because my way of doing things, as long as it follows the rules of the Torah and the rules of not society. I am not a society pleaser. Never have been. But as long as I follow the rules that are set for us, I can't go wrong. And I love that. This is something that speaks to me specifically, but I've also learned that social justice stands tall in my community. I'm actually going out on the 8th for a Reducing Poverty Vigil. So we, as a community, at least the shul that I go to, we are very strong in making sure that social justice rings tall and true. And that's something that I really admire, and something that I also feel very, very important about. And I feel it's the right choice for me personally. Something I've learned also by a few podcasters I follow is that consistency is key, but it will never look the same. I have a hard time with routine, even though I love routine. That's the funniest oxymoron that I could ever come up with. I have ADHD, which is autism and ADHD. I love routine and rigidity, but I also love being spontaneous with certain things. And I'm also extremely forgetful with certain things, because my brain is going 1,000 miles a minute 100% of the time. And that's something that I've learned, is that consistency is key, but it never looks the same. As long as I'm willing to return, to me, that says everything. Like I told my rabbi when I first started, and when I first had the meeting with him, he asked me why, and that's where I gave him the answer. I don't know what brings me here, but I feel like I have to return. And to me, that's what consistency is the goal to return, even though you may have slipped. And to me, that is one of the bigger things. As long as I'm willing to return, and as long as I'm willing to give it another go, it shouldn't matter. Or it should matter, but I find it relaxing, and I feel like there's no pressure. Like, there's a lot of pressure, don't get me wrong, but as long as I'm consistent, that's okay. And the last thing I learned this year in 2025, which even though it's 2026, it's January 1st as I'm recording this, because I was out of the state. So that's on me. I'm a little late. Whoops. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. And I do need to make sure that I'm staying consistent with my goals and stay consistent with what Hashem wants me to be. And ultimately, my path is my path, and I should not be holding myself or keeping up with the Steens in that sort of way. I should be keeping set with my goals and staying forth and keeping myself truthful and keeping myself going, even though it might be hard, just staying consistent in my own brain capacity. And I think that's it, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you for watching all of 2025, even though there's only been 2 videos and a bunch of shorts made. I'm hoping to at least post once a week now that I'm a little more consistent, and I hope to see you guys in the new one. If you have any goals for 2026, feel free to leave them in the comments, or if you have anything that you learned in your conversion process, leave it down below. I'd love to hear it. I'll see you guys in 2026, guys. Bye.